Formal, Nate Shot, Crim6, and Scump. Crim6, there he is, yeah. So you see the Crimbot, he's a pretty funny guy, but I mean, this roster is just so well put together. I mean, Nate Shot excelling in the OBJ department, you know, second half of Ghost and into Advanced Warfare, and I mean, I don't think you can say enough about the three Slayers.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, and as well, Nate Shot putting out some big digits recently as well. That was key, you know, in the earlier on game. Nate Shot played very well, and he's going to need to do a similar thing in this game for me, because Stunner, you cannot take lightly, and who is wearing Angry Birds pajamas?
That would be TJ Haley.
TJ. Okay, TJ. He's wearing Angry Birds pajamas.
I mean, nothing wrong with that. You can't handle that. I mean, the crowd getting that Optic chant early.
I feel you need to get it early.
Prediction.
This is going game 5.
Yeah.
This is going game 5. And I'm going to say, just simply because of how my top 8 is, I'm saying Optic Gaming going to take it.
I know. I think it'll go to game 5 too. I mean,
you have to say Stunner though, because we have a $100 bet.
Well, obviously, I know we have to, you know, go back and forth. They can't pick the same thing as you. That would be boring.
It would be boring. But kicking things off with Crim6 from Optic Gaming. He's already going to have one gunfight up top, cleans it up, and it's going to be Nate Shot getting early control of the first hill.
Yeah, no, Optic starting off very hot, no able to get all 4 dead right off the bat. Nate Shot's going to play a little bit outside the hill, and we've seen that often today. You know, he's been putting up some great numbers in the slaying department, and Optic off to a great start here in the winter bracket finals.
Scumpy and Formal on the hard point, and Scump's just going to be slaying it up. Nate Shot jumps back in. He's going to get a good win there. More players going to be rushing him though. Nate Shot kicking things off 3-0. Hard point's going to be contested. Still looks for the kill. That's 4-0. Nate Shot doing it all. Nearly found another one. Formal is on the hill though, and Optic Gaming holding this first hill for all of the time.
Yeah, and you see, you know, it's a different Optic Gaming than we saw on Friday. You know, when Nate Shot drops in the hill, the other players swarm it so fast. On Friday, you know, we saw, you know, Nate Shot would die in hill, and nobody would really be there to pick it up. And, you know, Formal and Scump doing a great job there flooding that hill.
Cute with a very slow start at 1-4. Perplex struggling as well at 0-5. But the Stunner have managed to get control of this second hill. Can they try and hold it? That's going to be the question. Perplex up top needs to try and get something going. He's firing everything and not connecting. And I have to ask, is potential nerves going to creep into this Stunner lineup?
Yeah, no, I was going to bring that up. I think it's a very good point. This is the first time any of the players on Stunner have been in this position. You know, they've played extremely well up until this point, but no, playing as a player, playing in matches like this, and then obviously coaching in matches like this is much different than any other type of match. And no, it's going to take a while for them to get adjusted to this.
Nate Shot on your screens. He's going to pick up a kill. Finds the second as well. Not able to break the hard point. No. Formal with the barrel connects with an assist. And Optic Gaming going to pick up that scrap time. And Stunner, after 2 full hills, only have 10 points on the scoreboard. Looking at that minimap, big win right there from Vex. Was able to shut down Nate Shot, but Vex does fall down. Now, can we see Stunner try and control this hill? They have Perplexed in there, but 2 and 8 definitely struggling.
Yeah, definitely struggling a little bit, but I like the play from Stunner to rotate early, but they're going to have to win these engagements in this kill. You know, you can rack up tons of time on blue to rotate early. I think was the right call there, but Optic able to break that fairly easily. Nate Shot in the hill has 1 battle to win. He's going to win that versus TJ Haley, taken out from behind. Nobody currently in control of that hill, though.
Crim6 is going to dive in there. There's going to be a couple of players rushing him. Tries to get the pre-fire on Vex. Dashes to the right-hand side. Vex comes out on top. Nice movement inside that hill to win that gunfight. 25 seconds left on this hill. And Stunner settling down a little bit now. This is good. Perplex managed to get a couple of kills in quick succession on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, right at the beginning of the game, you could tell they were a bit nervous. You know, came out to that first hard point. They were way too aggressive pushing that. They needed to slow down a bit. And you see them coming back into this game. They're starting to ease a little bit. TJ Haley has 1 player in the hill. That was actually Nate Shot able to take him out from behind. And it looks like Optic's going to be able to rotate to this green flat hill. It's going to be a difficult one for Stunner to break.
You're going to have Scump and Crim6 on this hill for now. Looking to see if he can pick up any kills. Scumpy to his right-hand side. It's going to have a big gunfight in any second now. That was against you towards that players coming in from behind. That's Vex once again, but Formal just floating in midair. So that one, Crim6 pushing the bottom middles, is going to see 1 player connected with the, in fact, no, he didn't. That was the actual point to the hard point. But there is that kill. 93 to 44 with 30 seconds left on this hill.
You know, Crim's adjusted his role a little bit since joining Optic Gaming. You know, obviously on AG and Complexity, you know, one of the main slayers of that team, you know, with Karma and Ace, obviously. But, you know, coming over to Optic Gaming, he's kind of taken, not really necessarily a backseat, but, you know, he's kind of started directing the team around hardpoint. And, you know, winning most of those engagements in hills. You see him fighting in the hill a lot of times. If it's not Nadeshot, Krim is in there, you know, trying to fight those battles.
109 to 44, 5 seconds left before the hill rotates once again. Nadeshot playing for the scrap time. Perplex thought about challenging, but 8 and 17 decides against it, and Nadeshot coming behind a couple of plays here is going to clean them up, and himself and Krim on this hill playing it very well. Nadeshot 20 and 11 to open up, Krim 19 and 13 as well, so both those guys putting up some big digits inside of this game.
Yeah, both putting up huge numbers to start against game, but Hugh coming out, going to get a 3-piece right there, and Vex picking up that last player. It's going to be Stunner able to control this hill. They need to push out Purple, though. We saw this happen yesterday with FaZe. Not able to push out Purple right here and pick up these kills. And so it ended up the other team spawned right near them, but you see Vex doing exactly what FaZe did not do yesterday, pushing out Purple. That's exactly what they needed to do.
And look at how that's affected that spawn as well, Matt. Exactly what you were saying. Pushing out Purple really spawns Optic Gaming so far away, and now potentially Stunner can hold this hill for a little bit longer. Vex might pick up a couple kills. Scumpy's on the hill. He wins one gunfight. Not going to win the second one. Nadeshot, meanwhile, jumps in. 8 seconds left. Again, it's just going to be scrap time, but that was a big play from Stunner. They reduced that deficit.
Yeah, you know, if you're a Stunner, I mean, you can't really be too upset with this first rotation of hills. I mean, you came out, you know, really nervous. And,
right.
You know, weren't able to do anything, you know, the first 2 or 3 hills, but you brought it back to something that, you know, if you can get hot in the second rotation, you can bring this one back.
Still a lot of pressure on Perplex, who's double negative right now, really struggling. 11 and 22, needs to get something going for his team because he's been a player who throughout this tournament has been playing very, very consistently. And right now, just really not playing like himself. Nadeshot, last man on the hill though. Perplex is going to dive in there, can find the opposition, but Huke is going to win that gunfight. Still, 30 seconds left on this hill, Matt, so a lot of points to be won.
Oh yeah, tons of points to be won. And if Stunner can get a majority of this, they can make this a very close game, but they're going to need to start rotating. It looks like Hugh, I would have preferred him to go towards that next hardpoint setup. I think that's what they need to do right now. It's a money hill, you know, it's a hill that you can take tons of time on. I would like to see them get set up early.
Crim6 is just going to pick up that scrap time. So now, who is on that rotation? You have Nadeshot already in the hill. A couple of players going to be pushing him, and he's already pushed down the hill. Managed to clean up one. Crim still just milking that scrap time, and Formal's up top. However, one player in the form of Vex is on the hill. Vex needs to win the gunfight, does, but Formal was above him, and Formal's actually jumped straight onto the hill. He falls, and that's going to be TJ and Perplex trying to get control of the hill.
Yeah, they're just going to try and push out and just get as many kills as they can right now. You see TJ going all the way out. Skunk trying to use that 50 cal over in yellow, did not work, and then it's going to be Vex picking up another kill. Formal trying to push the front. Still a ton of time left in this game, Ben. You know, if they're able to get this down, you know, somewhere near 30 or 40 seconds going into this next hill, you know, if they rotate early and take blue, they have a very good chance.
This is a lot of times that are actually picking up here as Nadeshot not able to get control. Skunk with one, looks for another. Player is going to be in there, and Skunk will clean him up. However, still more players from Stunner pushing him, and Stunner Skunk not able to actually pull together a couple of string of kills.
And Optic's got to rotate because the player is in Stunner in a very good position. They're only going to give up the last 10 seconds of that hill. They need to win these engagements on rotation. You're going to see Scump actually ended up killing Nadeshot with those barrels, and Formal's going to drop. So you see nobody from Optic near this next hill as it pops up.
Perplex is just going to be sitting in there. Let's see Vex perspective. He's going to have a couple of gunfights he needs to win. There's the first one. Connects with that. Teammates over at the other side. They're going to win their gunfight. So Stunner locking down this hill right now, Matt, and this is exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, Optic's going to need a Formal to come alive here in this, you know, last 3 hills. You know, 19-27. But they're very fortunate. Nadeshot stepped it up in the slaying department. You know, 32 and 26. If they don't have a great game out of him, I think this would be a lot closer.
TJ on the hard point, picks up one, is going to see Krim. This is a big gunfight because there's going to be 2 players in there. He sees one, can he find Crim6? Crim6 up top, Krim wins the gunfight, and Optic Gaming get brief control of the hill. However, immediately contested, Krim looking for the kill, 2 players pushing him, he picks up one, can't find anyone else. Nadeshot's on the hill as well, he falls, Scumpy goes down as well, and that's Huke and Perplex putting up some big plays for Stunner.
Yeah, making huge plays right there for Stunner. It's going to come down these last 2 hills. Obviously, you know it's going to be only a 28-point game, but nobody in position to get control of this green flag. It's going to be Optic in control of it first, but they're going to need to push out through this mid-biolab. There's one player down there, Ben, winning these engagements. And Nadeshot, you know, doing a great job pushing out these hills.
Scump's just going to be sitting on that hill, picking up all the scrap time. Teammates doing a fantastic job of slaying around the outside. Vex running at Nate Shot. Nate Shot goes down. Crimsix looking at the other side. Formal and Scump are actually going to be on the hill. Formal now needs to win these gunfights. She said he needed to pick things up in the last couple of hills. He has done. Currently a 3 streak. Make that 4 as he cleans up 1. There's the second. Not able to win the third, but Crimsix is there. Crim's going to win that gunfight with the help of Nate Shot, who actually cleaned up the kill, and Crimsix going big on this second to last hill.
Yeah, no, Crim's taking a ton of pressure off of Nate by, taking this this hill time, being able to win these engagements in the hill. Nate able to push these out, not have to, rely and win on those, 1v2 gun battles.
And Matt, that's going to be game 1 going to Optic Gaming. 60 seconds left in the game. Mathematically impossible for Stunner to come out with the win. And we look at that slaying column. And you've got 38 and 30 Scumpy, 36 and 31 Nade Shot. You've got Crim 36 and 27, and Formal not too far behind, almost about to hit 30. But you have the potential for 3 Optic Gaming players to drop 40 kills in a game of Hardpoint. That's so hard to beat a team that can do that.
Right, and this was the thing that when this roster came together, you worried about playing them when they would have games like this. They can get Formal going in this series, especially on Respawn. It's going to be a very difficult series for Thunder to win.
They really will. TJ putting up some big digits though, 38 and 35. Bad play to him. But Optic Gaming, just with that massive slaying power, really just comes and really shows exactly how dominant they can be in Hardpoint.
Oh, I mean, any Respawn game mode, but, Hardpoint was the one coming in that you kind of looked at that was going to be iffy for Optic Gaming. Online they've looked great. Columbus, they weren't that good at it, but, they came here, after Friday, and Saturday it looked like a completely different team, obviously carrying over into Championship Sundays. They win map 1.
Optic Gaming go 1-0 up here in our winners bracket final. Stunner definitely showing signs of life, and if they'd have started off hot as opposed to slow, that could have been a very, very different game. But now for me, Stunner need to win this next Search and Destroy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They need to win this Search and Destroy. It's going to be interesting to see, the first 2 or 3 rounds, if they come out a little bit frantic, if they're still a little have the nerves left in them. But I think they got it out that game, so I think this will be a much closer series.
For now, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but when we return, we'll jump into